Hey guys, this is Maniac, and I'm going to show you guys today my wait. Seto Kaiba character deck profile of the orichalcos arc. Now, of course, most of you guys might know now already a lot of things about Seto Kaiba, about his pride, his arrogant attitude sometimes. It of course is capable duel skills, of course. And in this particular arc, he does encounter one of the three dragons, which of legendary dragons, which of course he then puts the sword out of, since they are in a sealed freezing state, and you have to first put the sword out if you're one of the three chosen ones. To first, of course, put the legendary dragons out, and then afterwards, of course, these legendary dragons unfold itself to be legendary knights in its original state. But yeah, it's just going down like this. There's these three special characters, namely Yugi Muto, Seto Kaiba, and Joey Wheeler, who are the very ones to be lined up as the three chosen ones against the seal of orichalcos and the great Leviathan, under the command of Dartz and his Paradiso company. Yeah, so the outline of this specific character deck profile of Seto Kaiba is a little bit more special, of course. He has based it around all of his other three blue eyes white dragons and XYZ mechanics, but also he got the crawl of Critias in here, so he has a couple of fusions based on, and yeah, they are playing right around that saga and segment. Yeah, and what can I tell you more about the backstory on this specific arc? Is Seto Kaiba getting involved into one of his family dramas, since his opponent, who was eager to fight him and to even defeat him, is none other than Alistair, who his brother was precipitately and presumably killed, but one of the Kaiba Corporation's tanks under the leadership and command of Kozabu Kaiba, which he thought, but it develops itself that yeah, dartz just played a bad role and manipulated Alistair into thinking that he was Kozabu Kaiba, just wearing him wearing a mask. So he packed into that game strategy to play a grudge on Alistair, who then would be eager to have a motive, joining his club and yeah, beating off Seto Kaiba, one of the obviously chosen ones of this and enemies of the orichalcos. So let's tap into it. Of course, Seto Kaiba has three. Starting off with the monsters, of course. 3 times the blue eyes white dragon. There we go. Yeah, 3 blue eyes white dragon, of course, as I already stated. Then he plays out the Kaiser glider. I think he plays out this one and the finale against Yugi and not against Yugi, against dartz. One of the first and last foremost time that he plays it out at all. I think not only in this arc but in all of the whole series in general. Then he plays out the judge, which I think, except for of course the Duelist Kingdom, is the only time he takes that one into battle. After that, also we get to see the Luster Dragon 2 and the Luster Dragon 1, which were both played out in this specific arc, and so on. Yeah, well, guys, yeah, that's very special that there's so many new or even very old monsters getting the stage on this one, so it's very particular. A little bit like the virtual world era, where some cards, in particular monster cards, were drawn into that you don't get to see in other arcs. Yeah, for example, Slate Warrior, or for example the Warm Beast, I think, which are just in this one arc, which is the virtual world. Then we have also, of course, the Seahorse Kaiser, the Pitch Dark Dragon, one of his Yanyan monsters, Blade Knight, the Paladin of the White Dragon, Versago the Destructor for the Fusion Engine. Then, of course, the Y Dragon Head, the Z Metal Tank, and the X Hat Cannon, as I already stated, which were then turned into one of the fusion monsters that you can combine each one of them with, or as these two you can of course combine with other monsters, as these two especially were Yanyan monsters as well as the Pitch Dark Dragon. Then of course the different Dimension Dragon, the Spear Dragon, 3 times a Thunder Dragon, of course, furthermore the Machine Soldier, which he, I think, possesses in the very duel against Alistair, the Force Raider, and one monster card that I thought might be very appropriate to that arc is the White Stone of Legend, as I thought, yeah, it might be a good adversary opposite against the Stone of orichalcos. Yeah, these were his monster cards. Then we're going right into his spell cards, of course. Now line up is of course the wing beat of a giant dragon, which is in good measure in terms of destroying the opponent's spell and trap cards. Cards of Demise for another draw power. Cost down for, of course, downgrading the levels of his monsters in his hands. Silent Doom for the special summon mechanics. Polymerization for the combination of his Critias special summons, as well as his other fusion monsters. Shrink, one of his favorite cards of all arcs. One of the most specific cards, of course, the Call of Critias. Ritual of the White Dragon, his ritual card for summoning the Paladin of the White Dragon. Monster Reborn as a staple, Soul Exchange, Ring of Defense, Magical Absorption, Enemy Controller, and one card which I thought might fit into this deck, in particular in this arc, is XYZ combination, as it has this possibility of combining the XYZ monsters with each other. Yeah. This onto his spell cards. Then we're going up the line to his trap cards. He played out one time cloning, one mirror force, which he combined with Critias there onwards. The Tyrant Wings that are also combined with polymerization and Crawl of Critias, so that he, as a result of that, gets another fusion monster out. Then, of course, Ring of Destruction, Card Destruction Virus, Crush Card Virus, sorry, and Negate Attack. And one or two cards which I thought would be fitting into this deck were Rebirth of Dragon and Castle of the Dragon Souls. Now, these were his trap cards. Now, I will be unleashing his fusion cards for you guys, of course. Of course, he had the Blue-Eyed Ultimate Dragon, the Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, the XYZ Dragon Cannon, the YZ Dragon Tank, the XZ Cannon Tank, the Tyrannic Explosion Dragon, one of the fusions with Critias, along with Critias, Crawl of Critias, with the Tyrant Wing, then Destruction Deck Dragon, which is combined with the Ring of Destruction, as its name says. And last but not least, the Mirror Force Dragon, which is also combined with Crawl of Critias. He has another fusion monster, which is also a combination with Crawl of Critias, which is of course a Virus Cannon Dragon that is, I think, combined with the Crush Cut Virus. I'm lacking it right now, but I will be, yeah. Then, if I have it, then I'm going to get it, of course, sometime, and then, yeah. Maybe I'm updating this deck profile also. He has also, I think, the Dragon Master Knight, which also I have here somewhere, but yeah, I didn't find it. And of course the XY Dragon Cannon, which I also have, but we could consider searching a lot better, and then yeah, showing to you guys. Of course, this is a combination from the X and the Y Dragon Head, X Cannon, Y Dragon Head. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the like and the subscribe button. Stay tuned for more content, as I will be going, of course, up the ranks, and then, yeah. I will be putting, of course, the character deck profile of one of the villains as next. Yeah, and, might be, maybe 1 or 2 weeks in the vacation, and then I will be returning soon. Goodbye, your Slifer Maniac.